Yes, and for the third time, we're live. It's Friday, obviously.
Oh yeah.
We are doing news.
Yes.
And after we do news for an hour, then we are going to be doing GR Friday nights on the PlayStation 3, much demanded. Finally, the PS3 players in the Nordics have their chance to get their hands on a golden ticket and get to the Call of Duty Championships in Los Angeles with a friend. Flight, hotel
paid.
What have you.
Yeah.
All of you are not in the Nordics. Unfortunately, you can't get the golden ticket, but we are giving away DLC codes for the PS3 version of Call of Duty Ghosts. More about that in an hour. We're joined by Bengt. Let's get him down in the corner.
Hello.
Yay!
And hello. Let's start with the first news piece.
Hello.
Layoffs hitting Santa Monica Studios.
Those are the guys who have made all of the God of War games. At least the last two.
Yes,
yeah.
All of
and
them.
I have
well, not the PSP ones, but the rest of them.
I have a quote here from Sony. SEEA can confirm that we have completed a reduction in workforce at Santa Monica Studio. This is a result of a cycle of resource realignment against priority growth areas within SEE. WWS. A lot of,
That's a lot of corporate bullshit.
Yeah,
Worldwide
resource realignment.
Yeah, we do not take these decisions lightly. However, sometimes it is necessary to make changes to better serve the future projects of the studio. We have offered out placement services and severance packages to ease transitions for those impacted. So I think if I try to translate what they say there, we're trimming the hedges.
Yeah. The unofficial version was that part of the God of War 3 team has been working on a brand new IP for PlayStation 4 that was looking really awesome. Was supposed to be like a sci-fi shooter thing, and it got canceled. It was they were expecting to reveal it at E3 in a couple of months, but apparently it got the axe and is no more.
Okay, but that's not confirmed.
I mean,
no, that's just rumors and anonymous sources.
I mean, there's been a lot of rumors about that new IP that we've been working on, but you know. And apparently that is the one that's gotten the axe. Some people from the team on Twitter have sort of confirmed it. So, this is part of sort of a greater reduction in workforce at Sony overall. I think they're trimming thousands of positions all over the place. And of course, it gets the headlines when it's something as high profile as Sony Santa Monica. Because not only is it the home of God of War, but it's also been the studio that has sort of nurtured and sort of been helping a lot of the smaller indie teams that Sony have tied to them, like That Game Company and Giant Sparrow, and a lot of those teams have worked out of Sony Santa Monica and gotten help and assistance. So there's a lot of big stuff that has sort of its roots in Sony Santa Monica, not just God of War.
I think there's been rumors that they were helping on The Last Guardian at some point as well. Yes.
Of course, we don't really know what's going on with The Last Guardian. It's kind of harsh to hear a new IP being cancelled, and would they still be working like 7 years on with The Last Guardian? I don't know. But maybe they are.
The Last Guardian was coming out on the PS5, right?
Actually, I heard an interesting theory the other day, and it's pure speculation, but the theory goes that if Sony cancels the game, the rights to it might revert to Fumito Ueda, the lead guy, and that's why they're basically been keeping it in limbo.
So they're basically just keeping it in development hell.
Yeah, but again, speculation.
That actually sounds, it sounds a little bit weird though, because if Sony has financed it internally, how could any? I mean, it wouldn't be to the work that they've done. I can't assume that it has to be sort of the intellectual rights or something like that. But I could see that maybe part of the agreement that Ueda would keep on as a consultant after being outed or something like that. But at the same time, it's I cannot imagine that the work would ever revert to someone outside of Sony, because they've bankrolled everything and they owned everything from the start. But you never know with these creatives. Sometimes they get a good agent, and they will be able to negotiate great deals.
I want to bring this a little bit back to.
We've seen
I want to bring this a little bit back to Santa Monica, kind of shaving off some of its workforce. I mean, we've seen a lot of
according to some.
Yeah. But we've seen several studios over the past couple of months kind of downsizing. The latest one being Irrational Games, maybe for different reasons. But would you say that this is a natural side effect of the current gen now being out? Are people done fine-tuning their game engines, and are they just in between development of games?
I think the segment of developers that usually gets the axe when you're trimming in between projects and all that are the like the creative teams, the artist teams, the level designers,
concept artists.
Yeah, concept artists and modelers and all that. I think like usually you keep your core programmers on, because there's always engine and program work to be done, pretty much prototyping and all that. So I don't think it's that, but I don't know I have no real idea what's going on.
I mean, it is interesting that it's two such high-profile studios that get hit, because usually it's the sort of the people in the middle that get hit with these kind of things. The sort of they're not the ones that make cheap license games, but they're the ones in the middle who are not quite up there with the big boys. But those are usually the ones that get hit. But to be honest, there aren't a lot of those around anymore. So I think there were individual reasons for both Irrational and Santa Monica, but we shouldn't be talking about this as something that's new in the industry. This has happened all along. I mean, even in the best of days, studios were being shut down for various reasons, and obviously Sony somewhere along the line felt like they didn't feel that they would get good return on investment on this project, keeping it on and continuing to work on it, compared to what else they've got going.
Wasn't there also something about Sony Santa Monica moving out of Santa Monica into somewhere else?
I heard a rumor of that they were moving.
I just remember the speculation that what are they going to call the studio if they move it? But that's what I remember.
Yeah. Well, Santa Monica is a concept more than a geographical place, right?
Sony Detroit. I hear there's a lot of cheap real estate there.
It was just it wasn't far. I mean, it was Marina del Rey or something like that, or like close by there. LA, so it's not like they're gonna move completely, but I don't know. I think either they keep the name or they will come up with a completely different name, because it wouldn't make sense to call it Sony something. Then they'd be better off with a regular name, I think.
That's true. But let's move on to the second news piece. We have a couple of interesting news pieces hitting about the idea of free-to-play in the mobile market. First off, we have analyst SWRVE. I'm not going to try to pronounce that as a word. They report on a study. They have a study that says that 0.15% of players account for 50% of all in-app purchases, while it's just 1.5% that have paid anything ever. Which is
I'm not that surprised.
I'm actually
very interesting.
Yeah, I'm actually not surprised at those figures, because the
0.15% is of course very sort of extreme. But I would have put it somewhere around 1% or something like that. Very, very small percentage.
There's been talk for a long while now that the players really carrying the free-to-play games are the so-called whales, like the people who spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on one game.
Sure.
Except spending like one or two here or there.
And they have just these absurd prices for really just vanity items. And those are, I mean, it's like it takes a coder or an artist maybe half a day to do something like that, and then they sell maybe a handful and they make 10 times the return, or even more than that on it. So it makes sense from like a production point of view, but it's just there's something that stinks about it a little bit.
And I mean, I was sure that would at least break the 1% mark of players that actually pay. And of course, as well,
I don't know the exact nature of the study, so I don't know how accurate the 0.15% is. But I mean, it's likely that it's in that ballpark at least, so it's something to go on.
But it's good to know at least that Lee West, editor-in-chief here of Gamereactor, he's part of the 0.15%.
1.5%.
For sure. He might account for all of that. No. But and then following that.
But we don't really know what, I mean, it's 0.15% that stand for 50% of it. We don't really know how much. I mean, he might actually be the other 50%, the one that makes up the 1.5%, because the 0.15% could be extreme to the max. So we don't really know. I mean, we don't really have any numbers to see there, but exactly how much it is. But I mean, the in-app business is just huge. So these 0.15% has to spend a lot of money.
Yeah, and there's another interesting news that popped up during the week due to connected to the in-app purchases. Following the OFT initiative to better regulate in-app purchases, the European Union is now also taking action to safeguard consumers.
Yep.
The 4 most important points identified by the EU are: games advertised as free should not mislead consumers about the true costs involved. Games should not contain direct exhortations to children to buy items in a game or to persuade an adult to buy items for them. Consumers should be adequately informed about the payment arrangements, and purchases should not be debited through default settings without customers' explicit consent. And lastly, traders should provide an email address so that consumers can contact them in case of queries or complaints. Which all makes perfect sense to me.
What's basically going on is the EU Commission is meeting with some of the leading mobile app developers and saying, that bullshit thing you do where you say an app is free and then you pressure people to buy all the time once they're in the game, that won't fly. And either you change it right now on your own, or we're going to regulate it. We're going to regulate the hell out of it.
Yeah. EU style.
Yeah. Which they do. I mean, the EU has certainly shown its effectiveness in regulating that kind of thing with the mobile market. Like roaming is about to disappear in Europe over the next couple of years because of EU regulation.
Yeah.
So once they set their minds to doing something like that, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it can either be voluntarily, or if that doesn't happen speedily enough, they'll just make a law.
But I think what the industry, I mean, most of these things, I think the serious players in the industry, they are already complying to this.
Yeah, because these are common sense guidelines here.
Yeah. But the free thing is interesting. Like if they feel forced to really regulate that and make sure that no one who has an app where there are actually in-app purchases can call it free, that would change the whole sort of scene of that industry, I think. Even though I don't think it will go to that quite, and I don't really think the wording is there for that yet, but I mean, if the industry doesn't really take this seriously and comply, that is what they could push for, and then of course that will probably be a huge blow.
Yeah, I mean, if they follow these 4 guidelines here that they've put up, I think it's completely within reason. Because I mean, how many times do we see a news piece where a parent buys a game for the iPad, hands it to the kid, and the kid farms and just in-app purchases the hell out of it, and then they have to contact Apple, and Apple has now started kind of shrugging it off. So it's it's something that needs to be done.
I mean, I think that this is something that's coming about because all the sort of consumer organizations across Europe has been getting hammered by parents who are sort of, because it's sort of a, it's if you're not fully aware, and I don't think even half people with smartphones or tablets are about how these things work and how you have to sort of safeguard your device when you hand it over to a kid. They're gonna feel like I haven't bought anything. It was said to be free, and what's going on? and for it can be devastating for a family on a tight budget to get hit with several hundred euros of additional expenses in a month.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. I mean, yeah, we're all in agreement.
Yeah,
Let's move.
if this leads to less games like Dungeon Keeper, I'm happy.
Read Rasmus's review on that.
that's not even aimed at
That's good reading right there. That's good reading. Moving on to the next news piece. Warner Pictures working on a live-action Minecraft movie based on the success of Mojang. What? Facepalm? Really?
A Minecraft movie?
No. About them making Minecraft, if I understand this correctly.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Because I understood it like they've optioned the rights to making just a Minecraft movie. A movie set in Minecraft.
It's a live action movie. It's not about
No,
the making
okay.
of it. It's
Then,
about Minecraft.
Yeah.
I think the Minecraft the movie is already out there by 2Player Production.
yeah,
right?
that's
So
true. Fair point. Yeah.
But I think the interesting part here is that they're making a live action movie. I mean, I could understand an animated movie, but live action.
Yeah, but then
really?
again, if you want to make an animated Minecraft movie, I mean, you just go to YouTube.
It would look like Minecraft. Yeah.
Because
I understand. Well, but at the same time, like this is gonna look. I don't know how this is gonna look. This could be really terrible.
It's like.
I just hope they cast like Bruce Willis, and you see Bruce Willis waking up on a desert island and just punching the fuck out of a tree.
Well, I mean, you could hope they end up doing something like the Lego Movie, because that
I think it's got the same producer, so I guess that works.
Lego in itself isn't an obvious thing to license for a film either.
No.
Yeah.
So.
No. That is
and
true.
I have to read this quote by Notch because he has a way with words on Twitter, and he tweeted this: "Someone is trying to leak the fact that we're working with Warner Brothers on a potential Minecraft movie. I wanted to be the leak." Like, okay.
Yeah, it was one of those industry papers in Hollywood that always leak these kind of things.
Yeah.
They're always the first to do it. Never ever is there an announcement that precedes Variety, or in this case Deadline, or someone like that to break a story. Hollywood Reporter, they're always the first ones to do it.
Yeah. But okay, so a live-action Minecraft movie. I'm still wrapping my head around it because I read the news piece wrong. So
Weird ass idea.
I mean, it's a huge license, and it's so well known, so wide that it sort of makes sense for a studio to pick up the rights, and we'll see what happens with it. I'm not sure what kind of input Mojang has, but let's hope that they have a lot of input. So, because I think that's a good safeguard.
It's probably going to be a thing that'll
turning
actually
for Mario Brothers
happen pretty quickly, if it does happen, because
Yeah.
the property is hot, and it's suited for children, which is always good. So it'll probably not be in development.
There aren't a lot of properties with 100 million players or something like that. So in those terms, it's like one of the biggest you can get. At the same time, it's not like it's something that you can easily just, all right, this is how the movie will be, and it's going to be interesting to see how they make it.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next point here. Earlier in the week, there was a leaked document that said that the console version of South Park: The Stick of Truth was going to be censored. Various scenes of anal probing and abortion were going to be removed from the game, replaced by... let's get Minecraft off the screen here. So they were going to be replaced by some sort of art and commentary by Matt Stone and Trey Parker, which actually I want to see that because I think that would be hilarious. But it's
probably.
But it's only the console version, and it has also come about that it is Ubisoft itself that voluntarily censored the game without any pressure from Peggy.
Yeah, Peggy's saying that now we don't have the power to censor anything.
No.
So we it's not us.
No, which is the way it works. At the same time, it's like But Peggy usually just slaps an 18 plus. It almost never sort of puts you're not allowed to sell this.
They don't do that.
Game.
They don't not rate games.
But
we're not in Australia.
Yep. Or Germany.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, we're in the same region as Australia. We're in the EMEA region. Yeah, and I could see Ubisoft making the same adjustments to all the console versions.
Are you sure Australia is in the EMEA? Because that's Europe, Middle East, and Africa.
Yeah, Australia is in the Asia Pacific thing. Yeah. But Australia has their own weird ass censorship laws. So, I mean, the game being censored in Australia is abused.
But it could be the same because it's a PAL region, right? It could be like it's the same pressing that goes. The same discs and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. And they could also be scared about Germany because everyone's scared about Germany. So, it could just be that they didn't want to submit something that might get into problems with various rating boards. So they made this version and then they going with that here in console. I'm not, it's a curious case because it's sort of a self-censorship thing.
Like preemptive.
But it's weird. But if you want to see those scenes, they will be the first ones up on YouTube, and the PC version has them. So,
PC Master Race. But I mean, and I have to say that I find it a little bit interesting that these scenes are in the ESRB version for the United States.
Yeah,
here in liberal, free-spirited Europe, we can't perform an abortion on children in a computer.
It is a little bit strange, but at the same time, I guess in America they're so used to what South Park are doing, so
it's a weird situation.
I haven't played it myself, and we can't really talk about the impressions that our staffers who have.
No, I can see Rasmus kind of bursting at the seams, wanting to talk about it, but that's coming up next week.
Tuesday. Yeah, to talk about.
We'll have to wait for the review. Yeah.
Tuesday next week we'll have our review up, and you can read all about it. Let's move on to the next one here. Xbox One gets a price cut in the UK. GameStop cuts price even further for 24 hours. It's a couple of news pieces here. And Titanfall is included in the new price tag of the Xbox One.
Yes. So what happened was basically they lowered the price from £429 without any games to £399 with Titanfall, which is effectively an £80 discount. Of course, in the beginning you got a game with the day one edition as well for free, but they lowered the price a little bit in the UK, and it's only the UK, which is curious because usually these kind of things tend to follow each other. And of course, GameStop, what they did was that they pushed the price £30 further to $369, I think. And that bundle with Titanfall sold out in like 24 hours. It was pre-booked and all their allotment was gone. We don't know how much that was, if it was really limited or what it was, but clearly people were more eager to buy an Xbox One when it was a little bit cheaper. So,
surprise!
It's interesting because it actually moves it very close to where the PS4 is. In price, and that I think that sales have been slower in the UK for Xbox One than they were expecting, and perhaps this is why they felt the need to do this ahead of Titanfall, which is going to be the big console pushing title for them within this. I'd say 6-month period. I don't really see anything else that's going to push a lot of Xbox One hardware. So I guess they wanted to make sure that they took full advantage of that game coming out by lowering the price at the same time.
Oh, wrong trailer.
But it's interesting, and we'll have to wait and see what that means for the rest of the world and when it launches in the Nordic territories, etc.
Yeah, still waiting on a Nordic date.
Yeah.
Apparently the Titanfall bundle sold out from GameStop in 24 hours.
Or less than that. But there were no numbers on, like Bengt said earlier, there were no numbers on how many units they actually
we don't know if it's really limited or if it's something that's, but I assume it's fairly limited. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's very limited now because it's gone. So.
Well, I mean, you can still buy the bundle elsewhere, but
okay.
at GameStop, it's.
Still on next gen, PS4 launches in Japan finally,
Hey.
and sells 300,000 units in 2 days. I hope we have the Japanese launch trailer. That was that was a really nice one. We can run that on the stream. What do you think? Is that a respectable number?
Yeah, that's a respectable number.
I mean, really, it's about how much supply they had. I think it ranks really high on the list of like, because usually Japan gets the console and there's barely no consoles at all. I mean, I think the PlayStation 3 was like, it sold 88,000 in the first week or first couple of days, which is, is what they had. So, it's a good number because, to be honest, the stationary consoles have been struggling a lot in Japan. So this is an encouraging start that the PS4 will be a little bit bigger than PS3 in Japan.
Yeah. Another interesting point with the high amount of units of the PS4 sold in Japan is that there were not a lot of games sold at the same time. If we take the highest selling games here, Knack is way up top with 322,000 units with because it was in the first limited pack bundle that was launched. Next up, huge drop, Ryu ga Gotoshi Ishin, 73,086 units, Battlefield 4, 26,878 units, Killzone Shadowfall, 25,978 units, and then Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends with 13,000 units. Now, the question is, were they just happy playing Knack, or maybe they were they're even more open to the downloadable titles than we are here? Because
I'm not sure about the downloadable thing, because traditionally that's not huge in Japan. But I do think that the Final Fantasy 14 beta that kicked off at launch was perhaps something that enticed people getting the PS4 at launch. And of course, it's just 2 days as well, so people might have picked it up with Knack and then they felt, played it for 2 days and then maybe buy something next week. But I think most people were a little bit surprised because Ryoga Gatuku, it's the Yakuza series, of course, from Sega.
Yakuza
that
Ishin,
game,
right?
I think people expected that one to sell a little bit better because that's a big franchise in Japan. But I think we've seen the same thing at previous console launches in Japan, that sometimes it doesn't even amount to one game per console, because they buy the console and then they wait for whatever game they wanna have for it. They don't necessarily go out and buy with 2 or 3 games at day one. And of course, having digital titles as well sort of adds to that, I think. But it's we'll have to wait and see how it develops, and sort of it will be very interesting to see what kind of level sales of PS4 sort of settle at when the sort of the launch hype is gone with in Japan, because I would really like to see it at a higher level than what stationary consoles have done in the past sort of 5 years. It would be nice for Japan to get back a little bit on the stationary console side.
Yeah, I guess that's basically it. Now we're moving on to a news piece that I know that Rasmus will have something to say about. Gearbox is suing 3D Realms over Duke Nukem.
Yes.
Now, a couple of days ago, there was a website called alloutofgum.com that had a countdown to February 25th. It would appear to announce Duke Nukem Mass Destruction on PC and PS4 in development and Interceptor Entertainment, authorized by 3D Realms. Now, 3D Realms sold the rights to Duke Nukem to Gearbox Software back in September 2010, and here's where it gets sticky. Gearbox is saying, "Oh hells no!"
Yeah, because apparently 3D Realms has been making a Duke Nukem game along with Interceptor. And Gearbox is claiming that they had no knowledge and they were doing it without their permission.
Yeah.
And this whole lawsuit development is actually pretty recent, because we were invited to a press meeting, conference, reveal of the new game at Interceptor here in Denmark earlier this week, and it got canceled like 3 days before because of the lawsuit.
Yeah.
And then we got a statement from them back on Monday saying
From Interceptor.
from Interceptor saying that they've acted in good faith and they're trying to work on a solution, and that was about it because.
Yeah, it's still ongoing.
Yeah. Still, I mean, they obviously don't want to say too much on the record.
I mean, it was interesting that letter that Gearbox sent out, because basically it included an admission of guilt by Scott Miller and George Broussard from 3D Realms, which, it was basically just like something that the Gearbox lawyer had typed out, and then they just crossed in their names on it.
Yeah, like, sorry, we're wrong. Basically.
Yeah, which is weird, but there is backdrops to this. I mean, 3D Realms sued Gearbox over royalties for Duke Nukem Forever last fall, I think, September or something.
They ended up withdrawing that lawsuit, and also
but I can see this being sort of related to that, and sort of it's still there. It's like they don't really like each other
lingering
anymore.
Hostilities, as it were.
Getting ugly. Yeah. And maybe they've been looking for legal things to go after 3D Realms or something. I don't know. But it's very unfortunate, and it's very clear that Interceptor are getting caught between a rock and a hard place in this one, and they can't really do anything about that other than just keep on working on the game and making it as good as they can, and hope that these things get settled. I mean, usually it's these kind of things get settled by someone paying someone else money.
Percentages here or there. So,
there's also the added aspect of it that Interceptor, started out. Their first project was a remake of Duke Nukem 3D with modern graphics, and then they ended up shelving that at the time, saying that just because they wanted to focus on something else. Then around the time Rise of the Triad came out, they actually explained that, well, the reason for them shelving the project was that Gearbox never got back to them. They had been working on. They got permission from Gearbox. They got a license, a non-exclusive, non-commercial, blah blah license, to make the game. And everybody was excited, and they worked on it and worked on it and worked on it, and sent stuff over to Gearbox and say, hey, look at this. When can we ship? Because they needed their permission to put it out apparently. And then, so they were at the point where they were getting ready to go and needed some nods from Gearbox, and apparently Gearbox never called back. Is the way they put it.
And so
That's
instead
weird.
we got
Also weird.
And so instead we got Rise of the Triads. I'd call that a win, basically.
Fine with me. Rise of the Triad was a fun one.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of work, of course, that it goes wasted, and that's never fun.
Not.
So that sucks. But I mean, it's just I hope that if worst comes to worst, they'll have to come up with some sort of maybe, I don't know what they're gonna call them, screw 'em or bubble gum or what, something like that. I mean, there are ways around every copyright, so I don't know. It's not like it's a Duke Nukem style game. It's a top-down action RPG from what I've heard.
They haven't said anything themselves about what it is, but rumor has it there will be a sort of isometric top-down action role-playing game type thing. And going by comments from the CEO that he made on Duke Nukem fan forums last year, I think it was. He said that he's tired of strippers and tired of pick cops and tired of many of the usual tropes that have become cliched. Many of the usual Duke Nukem tropes have become like deep cliched at this point. And he wants to do something sort of new and fresh, and more about just being a kick-ass action hero than poop jokes and tits.
Well, then it sounds like it shouldn't be that hard to just reskin the main character and call it something else.
I imagine.
I mean, that you just said, oh, we're making a Duke Nukem game, but everything that is Duke Nukem, I don't like it.
Well, everything that's shit Duke Nukem, because there weren't any strippers or church jokes in Duke Nukem 1 and 2. So
fair enough. But as Bengt summarizes up in his news piece on the site, naturally it's hard to imagine a Duke Nukem game without any sort of controversy, so we'll have to wait and see how this latest mess ends up. Exactly. It's just adding to the legacy, right?
Maybe they're all in on it and it's some sort of PR stunt, who knows.
Yeah, well, it's working then. Next up, Risen 3 Titan Lords is announced. Piranha Bytes developed sequel due out in August. Bengt, tell me about this game. I know nothing.
You know nothing, all right.
It's
Well, I
Pirates,
mean,
right?
Risen is. I think it was. I'm not sure what the exact setting of this is. I haven't read up that much on it, but yes, Risen 2 was a lot with pirates and that sort of thing. It's one of the bigger RPG brands that's being developed in Central Europe, I'd say. Of course, there are a lot of RPGs coming out of Central Europe. Not a lot of them are truly great, but this is one of the better ones. So good to hear. I'm a little bit disappointed that it's coming out on PC, PS3, and Xbox 360. But Piranha Bytes, they're kind of a small studio, so I can see why they're not moving up to next gen this soon. It's a big deal in some countries. This series is very big in Germany, for instance.
Right. There are many games that are big in Germany, and not so much anywhere else.
Exactly, and most of them aren't very good. But this series is actually something that you should keep an eye on. So
and we also have Lasse, if you bring up the other news piece linked to this, we had some new assets and screenshots that it actually looks really nice, I have to say.
And then the last one looked good as well. I didn't play it that much. I tried it a little bit, but it's certainly it had a little bit of a peculiar combat system, I remember. So interesting to see how they work that in there for the sequel.
Yeah, we can see here some of the screenshots and artwork. I would say most of that is.
Artwork, yeah.
Well, that's interesting. It's always good to see European developers bringing out nice big games and pirates.
Yeah.
Yarr,
it's certainly.
That guy in the armor doesn't look like a pirate.
No, it has some supernatural elements for sure.
All right.
Yeah. It's not a realistic pirate sim. Nothing like that. No. But I mean, pirates. So I sort of feel like we had a lot of pirate games now. So it's not like I'm really dying for another pirate game, but it's always a good setting. So why not?
For sure. Lastly, we're gonna round up PlayStation Plus in the month of March.
Oh yeah.
So if I just read this up quickly, leaving PS Plus on the 5th of March. So the games that are currently free and will not be after.
If you don't have them yet, go get them now because this is your last chance.
Tie them to your account. Is Outlast, Sound Shapes, Metro Last Light, Guacamelee, which is cross-buy, Dynasty Warriors Next, and Mod Nation Racers Road Trip. Replacing them is
Tomb Raider.
Well, yes, it's Dead Nation Apocalypse Edition, which I'm very excited for.
That's the PS4 game.
Yeah, it's the PS4 version of a PS3 game that I spent a lot of time on. So I'm excited for that.
By the awesome guys at House Mark.
Yeah, they haven't done anything that I don't like yet.
Kings of Twin Sticks.
And Tomb Raider. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, which is, in my opinion,
also a game you should
one of the best
go
games
get.
of last year. Really took me by surprise.
Very good game.
And emotionally gripping, to say the least. Pixel Junk Monsters Ultimate HD. I think that's one of the weaker Pixel Junk games, but it has a big following, so enjoy that.
Alright.
And Smart Ass. That came out wrong. Smart Ass.
Smart Ass.
Smart as a thing.
Yeah.
Is the way. Smart as. Not smart as.
I guess Tomb Raider cost a little bit of money, so they're saving up on some of the other ones.
Oh, and I didn't mention Lone Survivor, the director's cut that we see here on the...
Is that on the list, or is that the US list that right there? That video might be a US.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the US list, actually.
Yeah, I think that the ones that I put in the document are the ones for Europe. I think there's a little bit of a difference between Europe and US, this one.
We should maybe see if we can get the European trailer up on the stream instead.
Yeah.
What do you think about the European lineup, Bengt?
I think, it's we should note also that Soundshape was only available in the countries that didn't get Outlast, right? I think Sound Shapes replaced the on PS4
Yeah,
Outlast,
yeah.
so that is not available in most countries where Outlast is the PS Plus game. So,
Yeah, for example,
you know,
Germany. Uh,
I I don't know. Did Germany get
I'm
Outlast or
I'm
not? I'm
pretty
not
sure they
sure.
didn't.
That actually reminds me of something because
Okay.
I was hearing a German dude saying the other day that a lot of game companies get the censorship rules for Germany wrong. That the thing you can't
Yeah.
do is supposedly the wording in the law is that you can't train the player to like reflexively kill people.
Okay.
But
Which you don't in
yeah,
Outlast, really.
which means like shooting game. If somebody pops up and you have to shoot him in
Yeah.
the head, that doesn't fly in Germany. But you can actually have games where you kill dudes and there's blood and guts and all sorts of stuff, and that
Oh.
would be okay.
Mm.
But most
So basically, they don't want gallery shooters.
yeah, pretty much something like that. But
Okay.
most gaming companies
Rambo is
don't really
out.
read the
No.
law powers. They just replace everything with zombies and green blood.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, yeah. But yeah, overall, I'd say, you know, obviously there's Tomb Raider, which is
Yeah.
the big deal. It's only the PS3 version of Tomb Raider, should be noted, not the definitive
Oh, okay.
edition that came out.
sneaky.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd say like it's understandable. I don't think we're gonna see that sort of AAA title until like it's 1 year after
probably
release or
not.
something like that, because
Yeah.
they would be handing out a
Half
lot
a
of
year.
money if they went free with it. But for Tomb Raider is good, and that of course is going to influence PS4 sales of the definitive edition, because you know people can pick it up for free instead of paying
If
full
they have a
price.
PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but I think most people who get a PS4 now
yeah.
probably
Yeah,
have
probably.
a PS3.
Yeah, but you should still
I
you
mean,
should go to your account through the browser and just tie all the games to your account, because you never know
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you're going to get
Yep.
a PS3 or
Sony-
Vita or whatever, and they're going to be free
Sony Entertainment
for
Network.
the lifetime of your PS Plus account.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here we have the,
I
the
mean,
European.
If you don't have a PS3 now, you're probably not
Isn't this
going to
an
buy
old
one, so you
trailer,
don't
Yeah, I
really
think
need
Don't
to
Starve is off.
get those. Maybe.
Yeah, this is an old trailer.
Used to be on, but whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oops.
All right.
Move on to
Sorry,
something else.
but yeah. Maybe we should talk a little bit about Brothers:
Yes.
A Tale of Two Sons.
Let's do that.
Yes.
I haven't actually played it, and I think somebody might have spoiled the ending for me, so I'm a sad panda.
Oh,
Yeah.
we
Well,
won't
I mean,
do that here.
it's-
No.
Rest assured.
It's not an ending that's. It's not really the ending that it's the spoiler. It's how it plays towards the end. So if you just know the ending, I wouldn't say it's spoiled, because there's something that happens there that's much
Yeah,
bigger
and I say
than
even
the
if
end.
you
Maybe that's
even
what
if
you
you
heard.
have gotten it spoiled for you, you should still play it, because it's still a great experience. Because it isn't just about
Also-
like Bengt is saying, it's not just about the story or what happens. It's everything. It's
Oh, yeah.
I would say
How it
nearly
happens, yes.
game design perfection.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
absolutely phenomenal.
And although that exact little moment there towards the end, that's really poetic and beautiful. If you have that spoiled, it's not going to be as impactful. I would
So
say.
we won't even let's even not get this close to it. Let's pull back and just
No, but I would say I would really encourage everyone with a PS3 to download that game and get it. Maybe it didn't get all the hype and all the sort of marketing when it was released, but you know now it's free. Go get it. You
Yeah.
know, there's no
For sure.
reason not
and
to.
for those
so
that don't know anything about the game, it is it's a rather. I mean, it's a pretty short experience. I think I finished it in 2 hours,
Yeah.
getting all the achievements on the way.
really that fast.
Great
Spend 4 hours
story.
or something like that.
It takes a little bit because you play it on one
Yeah,
controller.
you control
and
one guy with
control
one
both
stick and the
brothers.
other guy with the other stick.
Yeah, and it took me a
Yeah.
little bit of time to get used to that, specifically also because I would have liked the bigger brother to be on the right side, because that feels more natural to me, because I'm right-handed
Yeah.
and he's.
I just adjusted naturally to have them on the correct side of
But
how I was moving.
after
but
5
I
minutes
couldn't
of
do
playing,
that through all
you're
the-
into it and it just smooth sailing. Love that game.
Yeah, and and it's the narrative is the real beauty of it. That it's very quiet and it doesn't sort of there's nothing extra. It's just the story.
and I mean, it
you know?
delivers the story perfectly without any actual dialogue as well.
No, it's just a made-up language.
Tell me something about Smart Ass. I don't think I've heard anything about.
I don't really know. It's some sort of quiz game
Yeah, I
or
think
something.
so. Probably.
Yeah, I haven't tried it, so I don't really know what it's all about. But it feels like a filler, if you will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's
why I
something to
said-
catch up
that's
with
why
in
I
the
said-
following month, I guess.
Yeah. That's why I said like they spent the money on Tomb Raider this month, so they put that one in there because it's a Sony game and they don't have to pay anyone anything for it. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, I think that is very natural. If they get big games like Tomb Raider or Bioshock Infinite, for that matter, then obviously there's an economy at work here, so they have to balance that out by perhaps some of the games offered aren't all that exciting. I mean that's only natural, or maybe they're a bit on the casual side of things. I think most PlayStation Plus subscribers probably want them to be hardcore games, like gamers games, but I think it's a wise thing that they mix it up a little bit.
Here we have the
maybe
trailer
I'll
for it.
Yeah, maybe I'll download it just to see what it is, as I don't know.
Do you know if it's obviously for Vita? Do you know if it's also for PS3 or PS4? Or?
I think it's
Vita
Vita
only,
only,
yeah.
actually. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
it's basically a brain game to pull out when you're on the bus, something like that.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
explains nothing.
Yeah, they have VR, arithmetic. Okay.
All right.
But I
Sounds
think
like
that's
fun.
it for news.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think we've touched all the bases. Which means that it is time for GR Friday Nights on the PS3. Thank you for joining us, Bengt.
Thank you.
Until next week. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's hang this up, boot up the PS3.
Where's your controller?
Can you bring down the Skype window from the stream?
I'll do a dance while you set up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do a little jig. Because it's Friday.
So, to be clear, if you have a PS3 and you have Call of Duty Ghosts, you should be adding us right now. GR Friday Nights on PSN Network, and let's see if we have any new invites. Doesn't look like it.
What account? You're on the wrong account, dude.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Whew, I had a little. There was nobody online. So what I'm doing now is I'm adding anybody that has sent us an invite. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. PSN was slow. It looked like we had no friends. That was sad.
So adding all these friend requests. Maybe you can do that, and
I'll do that.
run
You can-
over the terms and conditions. For detailed terms and conditions, you should go to facebook.com/grfridaynights, where we outline everything about the competition. But here it is in a nutshell. If you're on the PS3 and you have Call of Duty Ghosts, you should add us, GR Friday Nights on the PSN network. Join us. We're going to play 3 rounds of Blitz with esport rules on 3 different maps. The highest scoring players will be added to a running leaderboard that we have also with the Xbox players of the last 2 GR Friday Nights. And I'm not quite sure on the date. It says on our Facebook page when we figure out who is the highest top scorer overall in the Nordics. I have to stress that, in the Nordics only. They will get a golden ticket for them and a friend to go to Los Angeles for the Call of Duty Championships. And very exciting. Now, if you don't live in the Nordics, fret not. We also have something for you. You can win a variety of DLC codes for Ghosts on the PS3. Now, we will play here and we will note down the highest scores of each round. And then on Monday, our legal department will go through it, make sure that you're old enough and that you fit, conform to the terms and conditions. So no use sending us emails all weekend like we've had before. I would love to give DLC codes to everyone, but we have to abide by rules.
Yep.
This is a NAM. There are rules. Monday we will contact the winners with and let them get their codes and all that stuff. And then later on in March, after when we've finished the second round of the PS3 running on Call of Duty Ghosts, then we will announce the actual winner of the golden ticket in the Nordics. Very exciting. Awesome. Also, what we should mention is that Nick, who's normally here at my side during GR Friday nights, the local Call of Duty know-it-all, I'm going to call him, he is actually right now on a plane to London for the preliminaries. So he's going to be filming stuff there with the teams, and we should get some updates from him over the weekend, so keep an eye out for that, and figure out who is going to be winning their spot in LA.
Is there another controller somewhere?
Yes, I have another controller here, which is numero uno.
Thank you. Ah, there we go.
Yes.
That works. So
yes, let me set up a match here if it boots up.
there we go.
So we're gonna start play online. We can get the game up, feed up. Yeah.
Main screen turn on.
Main screen turn on.
This is what happens when you meet a stranger in the Alps.
Callback reference.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Let me see, and we are going to start a private match. We're going to enable esport rules. Oh yeah, change the game setup first. So we're going to be starting on Octane, and we are playing, like I said before, Blitz.
Blitz.
Yes.
What is Blitz? I don't know.
So Blitz is basically a capture point thing where you of course get points for shooting people, but then you gain the most points by running into the enemy's zone, which when you slide in, you'll teleport back to home base and have to go back. And then of course there's a time limit, a cooldown.
Sure.
And we'll turn off join in progress. Let's invite our friends.
Go down and hit send. I love, and I use the word love very liberally here, I love the PlayStation interface for sending messages.
Yeah?
I really love it.
Yeah, you sound sarcastic.
Luckily, that's something they fixed on the PS4. It's less stupid.
So basically, I'm just inviting everybody, and then as the lobby fills up, we'll start the game.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't get into the first round, I'll try to get you into the... Because we're playing 3 rounds, as I've said before. No, offline. That's everybody. We only have 2 players in here yet.
Have you enabled esports rules yet? There you go.
I have.
Nice. Nice.
And I should also set myself up as a broadcaster.
Oh, yes.
Because I'm not good at shooting people in the face.
No.
With the
and it would be unfair to, just run around and be like either father or
yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
So let's see if I can... I invited everybody, I believe.
Invite them again.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on.
Get some DLC.
You would think these
Now,
people
if
would be, like,
the lobby
sitting
doesn't
at the
fill
ready.
up soonish, I'll be very disappointed because we've been criticized for running this more on the Xbox. That is due to Xbox actually sponsoring the actual Call of Duty championships. So, yeah, naturally we've kind of leaned towards that. But we've been criticized for that, and if this lobby doesn't fill up and we can give these DLC codes away, then I will be disappointed. let's see. And I mean, maybe I'm thinking we just we note who we've invited and that have joined, and then we'll open it up
To everyone?
Yeah.
Sure, we could do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Let's see, where do I do that?
Oh, maybe you can't actually do it in here.
No.
That would be a shame. But no, I don't think actually that's an option
Interesting.
since it's private.
Yeah.
Come on, motherfuckers.
Angry Peanut, he's won a headset before. Yeah, not a lot to say to vamp up the dead air other than if you are watching, why aren't you
Yes, why aren't you playing?
picking up? A lot of
And if you're watching
lot
us,
of them offline.
you have PS3, you have Call of Duty Ghosts.
Yeah.
Go fire that shit up.
Yeah.
Join us.
Right now.
Send us a friend request. We'll let you in.
Yeah.
Two-player blitz is gonna be
Yeah, that's not gonna be
no,
interesting.
that won't work.
Mm-hmm. Time for a little drink.
Oh. Angry Peanut joined us.
Yeah, this is where Nick would talk about various aspects of Call of Duty Ghosts
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And the championships that are upcoming. I have to say, having been here the past year Friday nights with Nick and watching the games, because then we were playing with the pro team. TSM was here playing with our users, and that actually got me heated up. I got interested and I was following it, and yeah, I mean, it was actually, oh yeah, this is something that I could watch. You know what I mean? Which I'm not normally huge on esports.
No,
but this was exciting, and
I am huge on esports.
yeah, of course.
Some of them.
Of course you are.
But StarCraft mostly, and yeah, like I have nothing to add here about StarCraft. doesn't really translate into this.
No, that would go on going on a tangent. Yes. I'm just gonna spam them. They added me to take part, so have all the invites.
All the invites. Invite all the things.
Yeah.
Could we fill up the rest of the game with bots?
We can, but that's, yeah.
I mean, the bot won't win.
Yeah. Maybe. So wait, we want 12 players. We have 3, or bit off. Yeah. I'm thinking until somebody joins, we'll just play a warm-up round. Not play blitz, not esports rules. We'll just play some free-for-all. Get them all warmed up.
Go for it.
Yeah.
And you can set join in progress to on, I think.
Yeah.
No,
Not leaving the lobby. Yes.
Second from the bottom. Yeah.
No intermission, free-for-all on Octane, and options are default. So guys, in the lobby, if you're watching, we will just let you shoot each other in the face for a little bit while we wait for all the other players that have added us to wake up and log in.
Oh yes.
So this is not for the price.
No.
Let's do it. Yeah, and let's bring our camera off and just focus on the mayhem.
Boom. Akimbo weapons give you more firepower, but restrict your ability to aim down sight.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Shoot the mans.
Hip hop.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Wait, loadout?
I guess I'm playing.
I guess you're playing. All right, Dori, kick some ass.
There we go.
Yeah.
And I just have some default layout, no idea, because I didn't prepare for this. But
I predict you're gonna get your ass kicked.
yeah, let's see what our users can do.
Yeah. Angry Peanut gets first blood. Oh.
Oh yeah, it's Nick.
Oh, yeah,
Nick has it set to tactical. So yeah, pressing the wrong buttons.
Nice, nice, nice. I think you're just making up excuses. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always double tap.
Angry Peanut again.
Yeah.
Our Askelarsson got him. Oh. You gotta shoot the mans, not the cans.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Game face.
You can do this. Come on.
I was so ready, but no. Oh, over here.
I think there was someone down there actually.
Now I'm just kind of running around so I don't get shot. Well,
Yay! Comeback, dude.
Ramboed him.
Hells yeah.
No, up there. Always look up.
Angry Peanut.
It's pretty close to your username, actually.
Evil Donut?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah! Killed his kill streak. Or
Yeah.
whatever you call it.
Buzz
Ended his
Ended
kill
his
streak,
kill streak,
yeah.
yes.
What's the word I'm looking for? With my amazing vocabulary, where I can't apparently remember the word end. Hey, you're in third, man.
Well, there's only 4 of us, right?
Yeah, when you started at fourth.
Yeah. No. No.
Check your sector, dude. I don't know what that means, but
think that basically just means look around.
Yeah, probably. Look around you.
Back and forth.
Behind the Humvee.
I had
He's seen
him!
you.
I had him!
Oh, on your right, on your right.
Hey, get in. The hell?
Gotta keep an eye on your minimap, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Okay. Oh,
Sneaky, sneaky.
so too late. Come after me. I dare you. No.
Hmm. Oh, well.
Satellite.
Dish. I think there's
How do I grenade?
the button below the shooting button, or the other button
No.
on the same side. No? Is that like weird tactical?
Yeah. Damn, Nick.
Damn you, Nick.
How do you leave me with this mess? I think the loadout actually doesn't have any grenades. Could be why.
That.
I have perks instead of the grenades.
Oh. Oh, really?
Not that they're doing anything for me.
No. Yay.
No.
I feel like every frag you're getting is a comeback frag.
Yeah. Well, that's because I'm getting killed by everyone all the time.
Sure. KD ratio of 4 to 17.
That's not my worst.
Huh? No. Well then, hey, you're improving.
Yeah.
Way.
Oh, I just wish I could have a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, blame the controls.
Yes, that's what it is. No, it's my inefficiency with the controls that's the problem. Ah,
Mhm.
and not looking around.
He was just waiting for you, dude.
Yeah, he saw me on this map.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. Fourth place.
We got the chat going.
Yes.
So,
Of course, join us on the IRC.
Yes.
As per usual.
give us your questions.
Gonna see.
Give us all of them. And if you asked something earlier, repeat it because
Yeah.
we weren't on the chat then. So make with the inviting.
Yes. You have to show the Xbox players how it's done, right?
Oh yeah. Angry Peanut is saying something.
Yeah. Sorry about that, but we don't have headphones set up. Actually, I might be able to fix that. We have headphones over here. You can try rolling over the invites again, and I'll check this out.
Oh, wrong button. Away, away, away.
Thing it goes into the tune. Yes.
Yeah, okay. You think about to get the microphone so I can actually talk to them in the chat as well, but
There's my gun.
Oh well, that won't work. That won't work because it's PlayStation. So it needs to be connected when you start the game.
okay. Yeah, then I can actually hear what the guys are saying in the chat, maybe. Let's see.
Rango is asking, as a follow-up question in relation to the debate about South Park being,
Yeah.
just basically, how do you feel about the censorship? We think it's stupid.
Yeah.
Is the way we feel about it. Lost Target SL joined us.
Yes. So that's 2-on-2. So we can get 2 more, and then I'll start it up.
He's in the game.
Yeah, here we go. That Viking, come on.
Count Yoda, that's a good name.
Yeah. Yes, I believe that's everyone.
Vamping, 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 ride. I don't know, but I always start singing when nothing happens.
Yes.
Singing or dancing, that's like my idle animation.
Gotta GIF that.
Oh yeah.
Or GIF. What you say? GIF or GIF?
I say GIF.
Yeah, me too. But apparently the creator of GIFs says that it was
Yeah.
supposed to be GIF. Well, then spell it with a J.
It's
How
the
about
same.
that?
It's the same with gibs and giblets.
Yeah.
Gibbs when you shoot somebody into bloody piles of debris in Quake.
You know what?
It's supposedly called gibs. John Romero
We'll
says so,
start
but-
this 2v2 blitz with esports rules in the running to get the golden ticket if you're in the Nordics,
Oh,
or
yeah.
just DLC codes. So let's start it up.
Are you in broadcaster?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Otherwise, I'll go back and start it up again. Yeah.
Excellent. Who are the teams? It's Angry Peanut and who
Yeah,
versus...
let's get the scoreboard up
Can't see that yet.
with...
Square button, select button.
yeah. So it's Asger Larsen and Lost Target XL versus Broom Banana and Angry Peanut. I would say...
So you got the food guys against the other guys. Yeah. All right.
I would say that Angry Peanut is a strong contender.
Strong contender. He's the favorite.
He's
the guy to beat.
He's won a couple of times,
Yeah.
headset and stuff like that. So this should see him try to climb the leaderboard. Oscar Larsen, Lost Target XL,
Ooh, rocking that rose camo.
and Broom Banana.
Which, for those who aren't proficient in Nordic, Scandinavian languages, means brown banana.
Yeah. Yeah, but let's take our camera off the stream so that we can focus on what's going on here.
Hell yeah. And Peanut scores. Oh, somebody joined. Tomesco has joined us.
Yes.
We forgot to switch off join in progress.
Angry Peanut here, racking up the score.
Oh yeah.
Oh, taken out.
Lost Master camming it out. Lost Target.
Yeah.
Sorry. Camming it out. Ooh. Being clever there, Tomesco.
But not clever enough. Oscar Larsen here, the current leader.
Oh yeah.
Also has 5 captures and goes
Now
for the
6
6.
captures.
Oh, and taken out, denied.
Denied.
Here we have Brown
Lost
Banana.
Target dropped out.
Yep.
Shame on him. Pretty even game so far.
Yeah, 8-9. Oscar Larsen, the highest scoring player currently. And now here, as you can see, his teammate has captured the point, so he has to wait for the cooldown. And
Oh, got shot.
got shot in the face. Oh, oh.
Clutch defense there.
Yeah, the battle for leadership here seems to be between Oscar Larsen and Angry Peanut currently, with Oscar Larsen leading, but Angry Peanut just shot him in the face. So, let's see if we can catch up.
Oh, that's
Yes.
some nice shooting right there.
Well played.
Getting himself into position to take the cap.
For the cap.
Oh,
Gets the kill and the
Clutch
cap.
kill.
Well done. Catching up with Oscar Larsen here, who just got killed again. That's me. Check out Boom Banan here, who is coming up from behind and takes the lead here over Angry Peanut. Still 100 points from Oscar Larsen, but I have a feeling that's about to change. There we go. Oscar Larsen here.
Back in the lead once more.
It's gonna be tight. The cap is open.
He's
4
gonna get it.
seconds.
Oh,
Gets
oh.
taken out.
Nice.
And that's the end of the round.
Yeah. Some good defending there by the Angry Peanut.
Yes. Actually, yeah. Let's see here in third person. No. There. Yes.
We don't want third person.
No?
No.
Okay. I'll see what the players are saying. Brun Banan here goes, gets his 14th capture. And Brun Banan just got the cap, leaving Angry Peanut inside enemy territory, waiting for the cooldown. Oh, and gets a kill just as he gets the capture. Brun Banan leading with 2,600 points currently. Oh, and just makes it. Tomasco not doing as well. Believe he's focusing more on kills, although in that department he's also not doing as well as the others. Nope.
Oh, on the left. Oh, and his teammate steals the kill.
Nope.
No? No, he
No,
takes
no.
them both out. Oh, wow.
Believe that was Angry Peanut that just got both kills there. And another kill.
one.
And taken out. So Brun Banan going for his 20th cap.
Racking up them scores.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And just slides right through with no opposition. Check out Oscar Larsen here. Gets the kill and the cap. Angry Peanut steals the cap there from Broomban. And Broomban gets taken out. Just as Angry Peanut is taken out on the other side of the map.
That smoke.
Broomban is really running away with this right now. 3,960 points. With Oscar Larsen following with 3,300. Tied with Angry Peanut. But Federation leading 38-23.
That's a commanding lead.
Commanding lead. Tomesco not getting a lot of caps. $20 seconds left here on the clock. Oh, Broomban with 2 kills in a row and a cap. Playing pretty well here.
Boom. Oh, Broomban even getting the final kill. Nicely done.
So Broomban, that is a DLC code for you. And well, if you are living in the Nordics, we will find out, send you an email, and our legal department will sort through that. If you're living in the Nordics, you are very high in the runnings for the golden ticket, I would say. So let's run through.
Invite more dudes.
Yes. So that Viking joined again. I'm hoping to get at least one more player before we start the next round, but the next map we're gonna play on is Freight. Still Blitz, still esport rules. So yeah. All these players that have added us to play with us that are online and just not showing up. Too bad.
Their loss.
Their loss.
Playing that waiting game.
Playing that waiting game.
We are very patient people.
Yes. Let's. I'm gonna keep joining progress allowed and just start up the game.
Sure.
Since
Loading, loading,
Loading.
loading.
Indeed.
Yep. I don't know why I always turn to rawhide, but it's how I roll.
It works.
Yeah.
And
That's one long ass countdown, by the way.
yeah. Well, it's the esport rules. They
Sure.
count down from a minute. And, but yeah, so this is Blitz with esports rules on the freight map. We have Broom Banan, Tomasco, Oscar Larsen, Angry Peanut, and that Viking here competing for DLC codes. Of course, if the same leader of their last round is the highest scoring player again, the DLC code will go to the second highest scoring player. And start out here with Oscar Larsen. Taking the low road. And denied. Yeah, Angry Peanut starting this round off with his best leg forward. Funny gun glitch there in the door. But he's gotten 3 caps, 2 kills, only been snuffed out once. So he's currently leading with 560 points. Of course, the teams are a bit imbalanced, 3 versus 2, but I'm sure Broom Banana and Tomasco will do their utmost to diminish that lead. Let's jump and see Tomasco, current leader of his team. Five kills, 1 cap in this game, and snoozed there a little bit. Not quite sure what Broom Banan here, just going after kills more, it seemed like. Well, we have Angry Peanut here on the other team, currently leading with 1,110 and a bunch of bullets to his upper torso. Oscar Larsen, not the best KT, not that I can criticize such a thing.
Yeah, what was your score? Was it like 4 to 20?
Yeah, something like that. But I mean, let's not get into details. 420, 20 versus 4, I mean.
Oh, 420. Just say you did it on purpose.
Exactly. And Oscar Larsen getting another cap here. Angry Peanut still the strongest player in the game currently. Gets another cap. but gets taken out by Tomesco. Let's check out what he's doing here. 10 to 5. Well, jinxed that, I guess. 10 to 6. KD with only 2 caps. Broom Banana hasn't gotten a single cap in this game. I have to say that must be on purpose, seeing as I believe he was the winner of the last round, if I remember correctly. So he's having a jolly good time, I guess.
Celebrating that DLC.
Yes.
Ooh, nice. And too bad.
Check up on Angry Peanut here. Round is over.
That was one-sided.
Yes. Has to be said. That Viking gets the final kill of the round and didn't quite make the cap afterwards. But so we're switching sides. 16 to 2. I was hoping for Broom Banana and Tomesco to step up to the challenge, but so far, not so much. Angry Peanut here following his teammate, who gets the cap, so he has to wait. Dangerous when he's smack dab in the middle of the enemy zone and gets taken out mid-air trying to jump it. That Viking, however, coming up here in the same area, and the cap gets taken again by Oscar Larsen. So he has to wait, just as Angry Peanut had to. One enemy waiting for him, but he manages to jump into the cap. Tomesco here with 11 kills, 8 deaths, and 3 caps. And is unsuccessful in defending. Angry Peanut here decides not to go directly for the cap. Must have seen something on the minimap. Yes, comes up from behind and takes out Broom Banana. Waiting for the goal to respawn. Oh, gets a kill and an assist and then gets the cap as well. Well played. Angry Peanut, the Viking, and Oscar Larsen are fairly even in the amount of caps, 9 versus 7 and 7.
Oh, denied.
Denied Angry Peanut round one, but gets a kill to alleviate the disappointment.
And you can pick up another score now.
Yes, Broom Banana gets taken out. Let's see what Tomesco is up to. Gets a nice kill defending the cap. And too late on the trigger there, unfortunately. We have Angry Peanut coming up on the cap, decides to go up and takes out Tomesco and Broom Banana, and has to wait for the cap to reset, unfortunately. Well played. Just about everybody there dead at the same time except Angry Peanut, just gone through the cap. The battle really is here around the ghost cap, since Tomesco and Broom Banana not really going for the.
No, both seem to be
content with
defending.
defending, which I have to say, isn't quite the best tactic
No,
for
probably
this game
not,
mode.
no.
Check out Angry Peanut here. Ah, jinxed him. That Viking coming up on the run. See if he can avenge his teammate's death. Oh, too
Nope, gets
late.
taken out.
Angry Peanut just might handle it himself after respawning. Yep, there he is. Gets the kill on Tomasco and then sprayed down by Boom Banana.
Asker going underground.
Yes, taking the low road, coming up right around the cap. Still open, enemy at the cap. Oh, and he just made it, took a bit of damage, but managed to slide in. See, Broom Banana here. 21 kills, 19 deaths, 0 caps, as I've said. Bit of an odd tactic. I think he is playing this way so that Tomasco could run for the caps and rack up the points. I like to think the best of people, so I think that's what's going on here. And with that, the round is over. Confident win by the Federation here. And Angry Peanut, top of the pack with 3,120 points, which earns him a DLC code.
Oh yeah.
We will contact you, get your email, and then on Monday get back to you. So after we wrap this up, we're all going home, so nothing's happening until Monday, just so that's clear.
Oh yeah. Time for the weekend.
Yes. Let's see, what time is it?
It is 5 minutes to 6.
Yes, so basically we're out of time.
Yeah.
The meaning was to play 3 rounds, but seeing as the players didn't show up,
Yep. We'll call it quits.
we
there.
will give the DLC code to one of the other runner-ups in the current game. So I'll have to look at the screenshots of
Yeah,
the...
we'll go check back and check
so
that
the
out,
second highest, or third highest rather, ranked
Yeah.
player will get the DLC code. So congratulations on that. Again, Monday we'll get in touch and sort this all out. And that's it for GR Friday Nights this time around.
Oh yeah.
I have to say I'm disappointed with the turnout. We've been asked to play it on PlayStation for several weeks now.
Oh, yeah.
And we bring it up and people don't show up. So all of you out there, tell your friends. We're playing it again next Friday, GR Friday Nights, on the PS3 again. So show
Join
up.
us.
And
Show up.
yeah, a lot of fun prizes on the line. So if you don't get them, I guess Nick will just add them to his account, and nobody wants that.
yeah.
Nobody wants that.
We'll just talk them. A little bath.
Yeah.
Swim around in them.
But that's
Whatever.
it for this week for Gamereactor Live. Join us again, of course, next week, where we stream every weekday from 4 to 6 Central European time. A lot of great games next week. What I'm looking most forward to is Garden Warfare tournament between the editors, brought to us by EA. And yeah, like I said, that's one of the highlights.
Oh yeah.
So don't forget to tune in. Again, tell your friends about signing up for GR Friday Nights. Check out facebook.com/GR Friday Nights for all the terms and conditions. And have a wonderful weekend. So
Indeed.
until
Till
next
Monday,
week,
next week.
see you on the flip side.